I'm so
I'm done.
worried
I'm
because
not
if we ever came in encounter together with one of these, the first thing would be like, "Is they're naked? They're naked. Their jibs are out, and they don't even have jibs apparently."
I was gonna say, ain't they unisex? Like
I would still
all
think the
in
jibs
one.
are out because they look naked, you know.
Are they?
I'll
Well,
be
I know
pretty
they have
sure.
gender. I think they're not by non-bear. They're not. Oh my god.
Well, research studies have said that they don't have gibbets, but they are male and female.
I just
Like,
want to
even
taste
though their
it.
gibbets don't show, I don't know why we're calling them gibbets, but their privates don't show out like men's and women's show.
Gibbet.
Gibbets. I do. I just want to go up to it and like twist it.
Teddy, Texas TV Twister. Hell yeah.
They're probably gonna be like, yeah. So
You're
those,
getting probed.
They'll be like,
we know who's on the
oh,
list. So I
oh my
honestly,
god.
when I that was kind of my first idea of one before, but then when I had that situation happen, that's when I really like. I wasn't one to really believe in artificial aliens and things like that until like, cause like I'm one of those people like Carly says, like I have to see it, I have to like, and I don't mean to even be that way because spiritually I didn't need to see God to know that there was one, but for me because other people have talked about beings and you had the government telling us that they weren't there and like we talked about all that stuff.
I never believe the government anymore. It's all a lie.
I just did. I guess for me, it was harder to believe because I've seen so many humans, and I've never really seen other beings until I started to get like in those moments of my life where I had two different moments where I saw two different beings. That's when the reality set in. We're not the only being here on this earth. Like it's one thing to understand spiritual stuff. It's another thing. It's another type of reality in your mind and in your mind box that has to be opened of understanding when you see other beings because we're human beings and we have animals around us at all time. Nobody ever talks about other beings being on this earth.
But that's the thing. If you ever looked up at the universe for any amount of time and just can you really imagine we're the only ones on this plane? Like
Yeah,
really how
at one
look
time when I
at
was
it.
a kid, I did think that, and how naive of us,
Yeah, like look at it. It's huge. And you're telling me nothing else is out there we don't know. Like that's hard to believe. That you know what I mean? It gotta be something
Yeah.
else.
And then
It
you
has
see,
to.
we all have movies and entertainment that show us different beings as entertainment. But then, like I said, coming into encounter with one of those grays really opened my brain. I cried. I was depressed. I was like, we're not the only ones. But like, how dumb of me to even think that? But I
Did
feel
you
like
look up in porn or something? Like where did you get these
I just typed in Grays.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
I think about this. I'm gonna throw this out there because we're girls, anyways, and we're talking about this. You know how they say we only use part of our brain as humans, right? I wonder if it's because if they use both sides of their brain, that their brain has evolved to such a big thing and it needs such a big skull.
Well,
We
I mean,
have
even
found sorry. Archaeologists have found the skulls like that. Just to let you know.
So they haven't just been around for a while; they've been around for a while. They're saying even in the ancient civilization where there was like all the big statues that were under the ground and things like that, that's why they wore the hats because they were hiding their head.
What were you gonna say up there? I feel like the Brady Bunch again. What were you gonna say up there?
I don't know.